clapping. So the preaching here is different. You see this praise and worship, oh, we dance. It's different because my mom is one person I have to talk to every day. Because if she doesn't hear your voice, trust me, she and her husband, which is my dad, they are already assuming so much for their age. Hi guys, how you all doing? I hope you're fine. I hope you're doing well. I believe you're safe. Welcome to the channel. My name is Loved Amaka, and if you're new here, thank you for stopping by. I don't take it for granted. Thank you for stopping. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for liking. And if you're an old subscriber, you know I love you. I can't say it enough. I love you. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for standing by this girl. On today's vlog, sorry if you hear that noise. I don't even understand what the use of that thing is over there. But in today's vlog, I just want to keep it simple. Yeah, my last vlog was quite long, so today's vlog I just want to keep it simple. The lighting here is not really good. The entire house basically. So I just said let me try this place out. So guys, today's vlog we're going to be talking about how I cope as a new migrant to the UK as a student, how I cope being here alone, trying to figure out and navigate life in the UK alone. So this is what today's video is going to be all about. And then I want this video to be a conversation. Yes, I want it to be an interaction, sorry, because I want you to, if you're in the UK or you're planning to come, you're already in the UK like long time before I arrived to the UK. I want you to be suggesting tips that would help people who are planning to come to the UK, and then people who people who have plans to come to the UK, and me myself, new migrants in the UK. Give them tips that would help them navigate properly and settle in properly as a new migrant in the UK. Hi guys, so I want to start by saying that everybody's experiences differs. What might work for me might not work for another person, so our experiences is going to differ. Some people come in with a lot of cash, some people don't come in with just what they think they need at the moment. Now let's talk about finances, how I cope as a student, as a new immigrant in the UK, because I now understand that no amount of money you're going to hold is going to be enough. No amount. So like a lot of people have reached out to me, and I'm like, when we're done talking, I tell them that, oh, you have to be open. Just make sure you're open to anything that is going to come your way. Keep an open mind and be ready for anything, really, because you don't know how fast you're going to achieve. Let's say you want to get a house and accommodation, you don't know how fast that one is going to come through. You don't know how fast you can get a job. So that is, I just want to lay emphasis on finances today, because a lot of people are having this misconception that, oh, when you come to the UK you get a job immediately. It works for some people but not for everybody. Yes. So in finances, the best way I try to cut down on that is that in many ways I can, like in transportation, because trust me, you're going to want to transport yourself from one place to another. You're going to go for, if you're looking for apartments, you're going to spend money to go check out that house. If you're looking for a job, you have to go to the interview, training, and that one is going to cost the money. In finances, the first thing I do is I mind what I spend. It's really important, because you might be saying, oh, I have so much. Oh, don't worry, I have 1.2 million. If you're from Nigeria, I have 1.2 million in my account, in my Naira account. And then you find out that, oh, well, by the time you change, you do the whole exchange, maybe you're using Lemonade to do an exchange, you find out that, oh, 1.5 million Naira is not even going anywhere for you. Do you understand? Now, I'm still trying to see what's going to work for me. Even if if I start earning in pounds, I still want to explore what works for me, because I want to spend less and save more, you understand? So one of the things I do is I cook in bulk. Already I learned that way back from Nigeria. I cook in bulk. I want to make still, like, there are some people that are used to making food and they finish it that day, and then the next day they make another one. My sister over here, I don't think that's going to be feasible. So what I do to save cost is, if I go to a market now to buy supermarket or an African store to buy food or meat, I don't usually buy the meat for just one use. I buy as much as I can use for maybe 2 or 3 meals before it finishes. Now I use that meat to cook either rice, stew, anything, just different meals, and I store it in the fridge. That way you're saving costs, because if it's okay, let me buy 1 kilo of meat and use it for just one food. Trust me, you're waste, like, let me not call it waste. You are actually not reducing cost for yourself. So that's one of the tricks I do, and it's working well for me, because food is one important thing to me. I don't know about anybody, but to me, if I probably don't have, if I don't have cash, let me have food in my fridge. So that's one way I do. And when I go for grocery, the first grocery store shopping I went, I try to buy as many things as possible, things that would last longer for me, not really things that would finish in 1 use or 2 uses. So this is how I save money. I save money in terms of finances. And another thing is I use for transportation, because that's I think that's one of the things we usually do, because you want to go from one place to another to check out things. So one of the things is I buy my day ticket. Instead of buying just one trip, I buy day ticket. That one is going to save me £1, which is something. So this is how I cope. This is another way I cope in aspect to finances as a new migrant who is alone. Now let's talk about let's look at it at another angle. Now let's talk about family. Let's talk about how you cope being alone, without family, without your loved one, without your friends. Now I want this video to, like I said, to be a interactive video. For me, someone like me, I'm struggling with, because it's really hard. Even when I was in Nigeria, it was really hard for me to pick. I don't like listening to voice notes. I don't know why. I can't really, I can't pinpoint why I don't like listening to voice notes. It's so difficult. I also find it really difficult to talk really long on maybe voice call or whatever. But now that you've left your family, how do you still maintain that bond? It's not just your family, your loved ones, your relationship. We're talking about maybe your significant other that is in Nigeria, back home, or another country in general. So one of the things that I'm still finding difficult to do, because my mom is one person I have to talk to every day, because if she doesn't hear your voice, trust me, she and her husband, which is my dad, they are already assuming so much for their age. You don't need that. So I'm trying to balance, because it's something I'm not used to. Normal I can just call them in Nigeria. I can just call them in the afternoon, call them, maybe we'll talk in the morning, and that is all. But now because in their head they think, oh, this baby's alone, she's lonely, she doesn't have anybody close by to help her. They want to hear my voice every now and then. They want to check up on me. Now my mom is always on WhatsApp. She's always on WhatsApp. She's ready for, if she drops me a hi and I don't reply, I get, oh, Ami, are you okay? Are you okay? And all those things, really, one way or the other, it affects their health, because these people are people that are elderly, they are coming of age. So one way I try to stay connected to my family is still calling video calls, as always. I try to call as more, but not really every day. And I feel like it's really keeping me and my family apart, because I want to, if I have the opportunity, I want to call them every time. I want to see their face. The other day I was calling my other sister, and I was like, oh, I want to see her children. I felt like I woke up that day and felt like, oh, I want to see my babies. So it just really, it has it has this effect that if you don't balance it up to me, this is my experience, it leaves this I don't know how to explain it. So please comment, how do you keep connected? Like, when I say connected, I mean strong connection, like that feels like that you feel like, oh, these people are really close by, but they are not close by based on the way you talk to them. You guys are always talking on phone, you guys are always doing video calls. How do you navigate that life? Do you call them in the morning? Do you call them in the night? Do you have a scheduled time of calling and everything? Because this is something I'm trying to like figure out as a new migrant, talking to my loved ones that are back from home. Now in relationship, that one is another thing that's going to take a toll on if you're not careful, because you want to keep that same spirit you left that person with, that trust, that happiness, that vibe. So when you're not in a new country, you're finding it hard to pick a time to just talk to this person. You're tired, you're thinking of, oh, how am I going to, I've not even gotten a job, I've not gotten this, I've not gotten that. So it's really difficult for me, because I'm like, oh, you wouldn't understand what I'm going through, and I don't want to talk to you. So I'm still looking for a way to balance it up, really. I'm still looking for a way to balance it up. But if you have a trick, please drop a comment in the comment section. How do you navigate all that? But to me, I feel like it's really important to communicate. And I try to, one of the things I do now is just wake up in the morning. I first of all check up on my mom, because if you check up on my mom, you've checked up on my dad, because they're always together. So sometimes when my dad feels like, oh, he wants to hear my voice, and you hear my mom say, oh, Amma, your daddy wants to hear your voice. So first thing I'm used to now is talking to my mom early in the morning. Like as soon as I wake up, I talk to her, let them know I'm okay. Call my loved ones, call my significant other, call my boyfriend, whatever, whichever, anyhow, just let them know you're okay. That's what I do for now. But I want to look for more engaging way to talk to them, not as often, as frequent as I can, but it's not working. It's not, if I just talk to them in the morning, that is it. Okay, I forgot to add, for people who are married couples, I think it's the communication is going to change definitely, because this is somebody you're used to seeing, but now you have to talk to them on phone. For my partner, the best thing I do is we try to talk longer on phone. Yes, we try to talk longer on phone, because we feel like, oh, there's a lot of this we can't cover in just one phone call. So we talk more, and then that way you explore a lot of conversations, a lot of topics. I think that's one way I tackle communication. But when it comes to the bond, my sister, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to feed with the ones you've already created. Do you understand? You have to just feed on what you already created prior to you saying that person again. So you as a married lady, as a married man, how do you, that you're in the UK and then probably your other partner or your significant other is in Nigeria or your home country, how do you keep the love, the communication, the bond, how do you keep it alive? Please comment in the comment section. So guys, sorry, my phone fell from my tripod. I don't know what's wrong with my tripod, so I have to use my hands now. So to round up the whole conversation, because I want to keep this video short even before this tripod starts messing up. So what the last thing I wanted to talk about was faith. Now this highlight I picked was something I'm talking about things that have changed since I transitioned from staying in Nigeria to staying in the UK. Now finance is definitely, family, friendship, relationship, connections, it definitely has changed. And then another thing that has really changed significantly, because I'm a church goer, like I love going to church. I'm a full life Christian Center member. Did I even get it well? So I like going to church, especially physically, because online church doesn't work for me for some reason. So I like being there, like experiencing it for myself. So since I came here, I've been struggling with that, because I find like what I do is I first of all worship online. Yes, I worship online, then I now go, like I now prepare, because church here is 10:30. So after I join the first service in the morning around 6, I now go ahead to take my bath and then go to church, the physical church here in South Sheets. So it's more like I'm doing two things, two the same thing, but because I'm used to worshiping in a particular church right from time when I was in Nigeria, I'm finding it difficult to just say, okay, now I'm just going to change church. If I cannot find this one here, I'm just going to worship another one. It's really difficult. So one of the things I do is to cope is I worship online with my main church back in Nigeria. My hands is paining me. My tripod is just fucking me up. Whew. So one of the ways I cope is I worship online. I try to join the first service in Nigeria. I watch online, and then I attend a physical church here in my area. So that's one way I feel like, okay, I've connected to what I'm used to. Like I feel at home when I watch my pastor that I'm used to preaching. I feel like, okay, I'm still that Nigerian girl. I'm still connected to home. Do you get? Now let me tell you, the preaching here is quite different. I'm not lying, I'm not capping. This is my friend, she says she's not capping. So the preaching here is different. You see this praise and worship, we go dance. It's different here. I don't know about other churches though, but the one I'm attending, they just sing hymns. They just just sing hymns or play a song from, I don't know where they get the songs though. They play that song and then you sing along. After you sing along, then you just pray a little prayer, then the pastor preaches, and then you're done. Unlike Nigeria, when we say you go dance, better dance, we'll still do preaching, still dance again, still do testimony. You get that kind of vibe. Do testimonies, do offering. For offering, we go still dance again, dance well. It's different here, and I don't think I'm enjoying it. Honestly, it's really different, and I'm struggling to cope because you now see me looking for Reverend Inter on Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram. Do you get? So basically that is just the thing is I'm struggling to cope. I'm trying to cope here in the UK as a new migrant, and I hope I'm going to feel better the more I stay here. My stay here, I feel better, I figure it out. But basically, just tell me, how do you cope? How do you connect to home when you are in another country? Because for us that we are used to going to a particular church, do you get? A lot of people have a home church, a family church, and then you find yourself in another place where you cannot find that church. It's really difficult. I don't know about you, but it's difficult. So that is just all I want to talk about today. Today's video is a sit down video, very short, very precise, because I've been doing a lot of them walking around these days. So today I just want to keep it simple. Don't mind my outfit. This your girl is trying to learn how to vlog, okay? So guys, that's just it basically. I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop your suggestions, your advice in the comment section. So thank you guys for watching this video. I love you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on post notification for the next video, and then I'll see you in my next video. Bye.